Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to be talking about our little trip to Amsterdam. Amsterdam was just fucking amazing. I love that place. We just walked around because Isabel's been there before, so she basically showed us how to walk around, like get around, good places to eat at, and things to do there. What I love about this place is that everyone's got a bike here. And it's actually inefficient to be driving a car around because of the narrow streets and where everything is. This place is so beautiful. This place is amazing at night. And this vintage shop has some old school stuff. Like, extremely old. Love it. God. Check out these jackets. That is so cool. Okay, we got this stuff from Cocopelli, the psychedelics shop in the heart of the red light district in Amsterdam. I wanted to try the truffles because obviously magic mushrooms are illegal in Amsterdam, so the alternative was truffles, and truffles are obviously grown underground, but they have the same drug substances as magic mushrooms. So we tried that. That was fucking amazing. So we bought 20 grams of the stuff. Apparently the lady recommended us 10 grams each for a trip, so we're going to split this in half. And I've never actually done this before, so it's going to be quite interesting. What do you think of the taste?
Yeah, they taste like walnuts, but gross.
To me, it doesn't taste like anything. It's a bit sour. The aftertaste is a bit sour. That face.
Yeah. So at the start, we put on Alt J first.
Gonna play some music. What do you have playing?
Alt J.
Alt J. Okay, interesting. Any reason why?
I don't know, I just felt like listening to this song.
Okay. Fuck, hold on. Okay, so I finished my half. The taste got worse and worse, honestly. Isabel is struggling. I finished my half though, but yeah, Isabel's struggling to eat these fucking big Yep. The old block the nose and swallow method.
And then we put on Mac DeMarco just to like chill out.
Alright, I finished my dose. Here's the time right here. I'm gonna keep you guys updated to see how I feel. Okay, Isabel's feeling really, really relaxed. And so am I. I'm feeling like a slight buzz, which is good. It's only been...
I ate real mushrooms.
It's only been like 15 minutes in. It's good. It's like 15 minutes in. Isabel's feeling pretty relaxed. So am I.
I just kept like chilling out and stuff. And then like I got my first proper visual, which was like a butterfly. It was a butterfly, and then I was like looking at the wings, and then the wings kept coming closer to me, and then I just saw these patterns, and then these like two butterfly fairy things like took me away, and we like floated up to the sky. Wow. And that was my first visual. And then after that, the visuals just stopped. Like they just kept fading away. And then I was like, okay, I need to change things up. So I got up and I went to the laptop to change the music, and you were like, Isabel, what are you doing? And I was like, let me just try something. And I put on the Sgt. Pepper's album by the Beatles.
Woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head.
and you were like, wait, what are you doing? Wait, what
Yeah, that was the first time I saw insane visuals. It was like I could see sound. Every song, I could relate to what the Beatles were talking about. I could see what they were talking about, and it was like I was in that moment. And every song had different visuals, like different patterns, different colors. It was amazing. We listened to the whole album, and it felt like just like that.
And we were just like laughing because we kept going, it's so true.
Yeah,
it's so true.
It's so true.
And then I was like, it's so funny because like when you watch films where someone's like tripping out on drugs and they show sequences of like patterns and colors.
Anytime with me is okay. I just don't want you using up my...
It's so true because that's what you see when you're like having a trip.
That's right, it's amazing.
So, we were both like in our beds, tripping out, but then my visuals stopped and the colors like went into monochrome and it was just like black and white visuals, and then they just faded away and then I couldn't see any more visuals. But then Bernard you were in your own bed and you were like tripping out hard.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't move properly. I was in bed like this, and I was seeing like visuals, right? And then all of a sudden, Isabel like got up and she started crying. I was like,
no, because you were like, life, it's so amazing.
so amazing, life.
It's so
It all
amazing.
makes sense.
You just kept saying life. And then I was just like chilling out, like nothing was happening. And then you looked at me and you were like, are you alright? And I was like, yeah. And then you went, man, it just makes you think about life. The good, the bad. And then as soon as you said the bad, my brain just switched.
Wow.
And it got hell like negative.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God, like, I kept trying to like see visuals, but nothing was happening. And then I was like, I don't want to close my eyes anymore. That's what I was thinking. And I was like, I don't want to close my eyes anymore. I want to be in reality. And I kept saying that in my mind. So I just opened my eyes, and then I just like got really sad, like for some reason. And then I started crying, and you were like, are you alright? And I was like, no. And then I just bursted out crying. And then I went into the bathroom and I was like looking at myself in the mirror crying, and then there was like a circle mirror on the side, and I would like look at myself in the mirror, and then I'd look at myself in the circle mirror and I'd laugh at myself, and then I kept doing that. And then at one point I was like sitting on the floor, on the bathroom floor, staring at this metal bin that had like condensation on it, and the condensation were like turned into pictures, and they were moving and then they turned into horses like galloping. So I was like watching a little like picture show on a bin. And then at one point in the bathroom I was like looking at this blue glass and I was staring inside of it because there was like light and like blue crystals inside, and I just stared at it. And then at one point I was like staring at all the little dust particles like floating around. So I was just like tripping out in the bathroom. And then like I left the bathroom and I went to the window and just looked outside the view, and I just stood there looking outside the view for like,
and I looked at you from
like
the bed
5 minutes.
and I was looking at you, I was like, are you right as well? And she stood there like a freaking statue. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
And
it felt like the room was like tilt shifting. It was like doing this. And I was like, what the hell is happening? And you just stood there.
Yeah, because in my head I was like, I want to be out there. I was like, I want to be outside in the world.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I was looking outside of the window. So I like went back into the bathroom, and then I was like, oh, I want to like get ready and like have a shower and go outside. So I'm gonna like start getting ready. So I went back into the room and I went to my suitcase, and you were like, Isabel, what are you doing? And I was like, I want to go.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to leave. And you were like, Isabel, you can't leave. And He thought I actually wanted to like leave the country.
Yeah, just leave.
Just like leave the city.
Because she went to her luggage and she was like, looks like she was packing her clothes. And I was like, what the hell is happening? While I'm tripping out, I'm like, I thought she was about to leave the country.
Yeah.
But in reality, she was actually just, you know,
getting
clothes to get ready just to leave the actual hotel.
Yeah.
I went from like this little like thought to like just going deep, all the way deep into this freaking massive thing. I was like, what the hell?
I knew that you thought that I wanted to leave like Amsterdam. And for some reason I was like, okay, I know what I need to do and I need to go along with this idea because I know you're gonna learn something from this. Hell weird, because I got so zen-like. I just became like a zen master on Truffles. So I was like, I want to leave, and then you were like, where do you want to go? Yeah. And I was like, I want to go to London because I'm gonna move to London. So I was like, I want to go to London. And then you were like, Isabel. And you were like crawling outside of your bed,
from
like
my bed.
struggling.
I couldn't physically move. I was like doing this one. And then I got there and I was just like laid there, like on the floor, just
like
talking
you
to her. Like
physically
this.
could not move.
Yeah,
and
I was gone.
And then you were like, Isabel, you were trying to help me so hard. You're like, Isabel, we just took a lot of drugs. You can't leave Amsterdam. I was like, I know. But I was like in this weird like consciousness.
Yeah,
like,
it was weird.
It was so weird, and I just knew what you were thinking. And I like knew that I needed to teach you something in this experience. And then you were like, started realizing stuff.
Yeah. I was just like, holy shit, like I just thought about things in my life, things holding me back, things trying to like help, like people trying to help me as well, like just everything in my whole life. I just thought about it and I was like, wow, I'd never even seen that side of it before. And I was just like mind blown. I guess that's what psychedelics do to you. They unlock this part in your brain, maybe the subconscious brain, where there's a problem in your life and you don't really see it until you're on this trip. And as soon as you're on this trip, you're just like, holy shit. Like mind just completely changes. Your whole mindset changes. It's just like a turning point in your life. That's why I personally think that people should try psychedelics at least one time in their life and learn from experience, because that just changed my life completely.
It was so weird, but like when I was in the bathroom and you were tripping out, I could hear you tripping out. And then as soon as I heard you go, life, it all makes sense now. I was like, I need to get out of this bathroom and help my brother. I was like, I need to teach him something. And I was like, he's ready. The time has come. Like in my head, it was so weird. And then I came out and that whole like London thing happened. And then you were like, oh my God. And then you just like realized everything. And you were like, you already knew this. And I was like, I know. And you were like, what? How did you know this? And I was like, I just know. I just became so zen.
I don't know, like so extremely aware.
Yeah.
You're like conscious level, like the highest conscious level ever. I was like, what the fuck?
You were like, I need to do this and I need to do this, and I was like, I already know.
I was like, what the fuck?
I was just waiting for you to realize.
I was like, this is next level, eh? So yeah, it was like my trip went from visuals to understanding about myself, and I never expected for myself to unlock this part of knowing who I was, I guess. All I wanted to go in was just purely the visuals, and I got that, and I got both sides of the trip, I guess. So it was awesome. It was an awesome experience. And then we also tried edibles, but I'll save that for another vlog. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.
You